In theory, how does an idea come to your head? Like, how does a new idea come to your head? Do you think of the idea, or do people tell you things and you connect them together, and the connection procedure is an idea? Um, I really would like to know how an idea comes to a person's head, like in reality, not in basic terms, just like how we know the reproduction of humans comes from sperm with an egg, and they connect to each other, and then DNA stuff happens, and then we come to life after birth. How does an idea come to a person's head? And if all our ideas are going somewhere, why do we not just go to the end, like when they made everything, every single thing, they try to improve it. Like when they made iPhone 1, now we have iPhone like 15. Why didn't they start with iPhone 15? Because ideas come to a person and technology evolves. What does it mean? What does technology evolve mean? Like the thing that gives you the idea, the procedure of getting the idea, is it alive? No, how can it be alive? Okay, if it's not alive, then why do we connect things to each other step by step, slowly? Like under which criteria and plan? If it's not alive, then why does it happen slowly? That's how things work. Who said so? Who said how that's how things work? I wonder, if it gives you ideas, if it's a thing that understands and gives you ideas step by step, why doesn't it give you the end plan? Why does it want a procedure or a slow plan to reach the end? Why? What's the purpose? And if it's so smart, it probably knows what it's doing, or testing it in theory with a strong hypothesis. If it's so kind, why doesn't it come out or so useful to us as we might see, following its steps, following new ideas, getting away from diseases, creating hospitals, creating medications, creating medicines. If you think about it, you don't really need air conditioning, you don't really need a house, you don't really need basically anything to survive except medicine. Well, that's what I saw in life, that you don't really need it for survival. Why is there all of these stuff? It's because of medicine and other uses for electricity and other technologies. We basically evolved into where we are now. And if this electricity is so kind to us and so helping, why doesn't it talk to us and tell us what's the end plan? And if you get an idea against its plan, like an iPhone, instead of improving this way, it's improved this way, why doesn't that idea become famous and evolve faster? Like, are you supposed to like hide the idea from something that knows what you're thinking and gives you ideas based on what you're thinking? Then how are you supposed to hide it? And if you're supposed to hide it, well, you don't know. Maybe if you hide it, you might like go somewhere. Okay, win. Go somewhere, win. Hide it until win. Until you die, and then you don't. No one knows what happens after we die. Like, what happens? Like, where? Like, do you just go inward to heaven, to the sun? And why do we have things like being uncomfortable? Like, if there's a reason other than medicine, comfort, it's comfort. All evolution is for either survival or comfort. So, basically, you need to think about this more, and I need to think about this more. The thing that gives us ideas is either looking for survival or looking for comfort. But do you think the procedure of giving us ideas, if that thing's alive, then do you think something so great, something so everywhere is looking for survival or looking for comfort? Like, if it's looking for survival, it makes sense, because it's scared of us. How can it be scared from us if it knows what we're thinking and it is giving us ideas? How can you be scared of something you're giving ideas to? How? It doesn't make much sense. So it's probably comfort. We're all surviving for comfort. Some people, yes, could be suffering, but you don't know, because like apparently the sun isn't hot and it's the electromagnetic field that's causing the heat. So our feelings are really being controlled by a field, the electromagnetic field. Possibly because it's everywhere, and if you read into it, the survival of astronauts in space is highly related to their electromagnetic field. So it's not only here, it's even there. It's giving us conditions for survivals and for feelings. You want to feel cold, you get an air conditioner. You want to feel cold, you go to the shade. You want to feel better, go take medications, take steroids, take, omega fish oil, take vaccines. Like, it's giving us conditions. If you do this, this happens. If you do this, this happens. If it's like, we're different. We are just one, and we think of everything as if it's one. But how do you know that it's not the opposite of us? Because it's a field. It's the opposite of feeling, the inverse of feeling. Inverse in terms of, if you flip feelings, you get electromagnetic field, because feelings are mental and you don't feel it. That's the connections, that you don't see them. We don't see them. There are theories where they say birds see electromagnetic fields and stuff like that, and birds are very empathy. They have empathy. Birds have empathy if you see them. So basically, or make us think that we have empathy. Okay? Put birds aside. The connection between your electromagnetic field and feelings is the line and division. It's a line. That's what they have in common, is that we don't see this line. We don't see feelings. We don't see electromagnetic fields without like experiments. And in feelings, you can also do experiments to see if a person is lying or not. So maybe experiments that see feelings need to be highly studied and highly given attention to, because apparently what's controlling our evolution is connected to how we feel. If we don't see how we feel, how are we going to see what is the engine and what is the reason for our evolution? That's pretty interesting to think of. Yeah, basically, the electromagnetic field is the opposite, because like it wants to gives you challenges, but probably our feelings want to give us comfort, but we don't have much knowledge about it. Yeah, I hope you like this video, and I hope somebody gets more into feelings. I was waiting for a long time to get more into the electromagnetic field and the heat thing. However, the feelings field, I've always had that theory in mind, like that there's a field of feelings, but I've never thought about studying feelings. That's a good idea. Study feelings more, and be informative.